and my car broke down in the middle of the highway.
Then I also sold $135.87. And I didn't even know I had this book.
Ready for beach cleanup?
Yes.
I'm putting my eBay on pause for one day. Ever since I joined, I haven't missed one book meeting. But tomorrow I'm going to have to miss because I'm going to be on a boat. All right, so some great sales came in. Put some light here. My dark dungeon. So like I was saying, some 4 books sold. And there's another one that I accepted an offer for $10. I'm just waiting for payment, so it will be a total of 5. But the beauty here, I don't want to show because it shows the buyer. I just got this book. I just listed it. The Jerusalem Bible. Illustrated by Salvador Dali. Before, let me get it. Let me get it for you guys to see what I'm talking about. D4. It's a big one. So this is it. It's illustrated by Salvador Dali. You can see this is one of them. And each picture has the info in the back. It's like a Bible full of Dali paintings. Kind of crazy. Look at this one. Pretty crazy. And I just listed yesterday and it sold yesterday. Last night. $30. I had listed for $49.85, and then I was running a sale, so it brought it down to about $40. Someone made an offer for $30, and I took it. And the cool thing about it is just I got this book on Saturday at a church sale. All these are books, all the way up. So many books, and more here. All the books. Lots of books. I said I didn't want to do bulk pickups anymore, but I had to. So yeah, I wasn't planning on getting another bulk pickup. They had a lot of books, and I asked them, what are you going to do with the books when the sale is over? And they said, well, the sale is pretty much over, so what do you have in mind? And I told them I usually pick up books for free or do free pickups. However, being that this is a church, I could give some money. You tell me, what do you want? And unfortunately, I had to put out the first price. And usually who gives out the first price is the one that actually loses the haggle. But in this case, I wasn't too worried about it. I told them I could do $20 for the whole thing. I thought I was going to laugh in my face. And the lady said, okay, make it 30 and it's yours. I'm like, all right. So I gave them 30, packed everything. And I had set aside 3 Bibles that I told I was going to pay in full, which she was asking $5 each, the big Bibles. The Dali Bible is one of them. And I told her, oh, I also have those 3 Bibles, 4 Bibles actually. And she goes, okay, then just add a little bit more as a church donation. So I gave her 40. There you have it. If you're out there, you never know what you're going to find. Because the whole reason I was in the area, it was completely unplanned. As a matter of fact, we were just coming back from a beach cleanup that we're doing for my son because he needs to acquire points for school or something like that. Something related to his school. My wife is the one that takes care of that. And we found this right after. But here's a little treat. I made a little montage for my other channel about the beach cleanup, and I'll add it here. Ready for beach cleanup?
Yes.
So my son had to do community work for school, and the best option we had was beach cleanup. But it turns out if we collect 8 pounds or more, we'll get a free t-shirt, and we have some competition. Well, not really.
We've got a lot of trash.
The beach was already pretty clean. Ooh, it's getting heavy. We're getting there. Maybe we need a little break.
You work hard, you eat hard. I don't think we've reached there yet, but it's pretty heavy though.
And now for the moment of truth. Not sure if we reached that 8 pounds, but it feels kind of heavy.
3 pounds. We didn't make it.
Back to the book selling. So the Dali Bible I sold for $30. Then I also sold Cien Años de Soledad by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Sold for this price, $25.37. And another Spanish or book in Spanish, $16.87. And a big one, $135.87. And I didn't even know I had this book. Let's take a look at it. And I say big because of how much it's sold for. Because it's actually a very small book. A little bit bigger than the palm of my hand. It's a nice book. Very strange. The Art and Practice of Getting Material Things Through Creative Visualization by Ophiel. Interesting. And this one, I took an offer for $10. This was once in my pile of books to donate for a long time, actually. And I had gotten a portion of that pile, and I started listing them. And this one sold. This is already, I think, the third book that I sell from that pile. So you never know. $10. Sold this stamp collection, $8.46. Don't really know why people buy these, but it's sold nonetheless. And this vintage 1981 standard textbook of cosmetology. I keep saying cosmopology. Cosmetology, 1696.
So as you guys can see, you never know what you're going to get. You never know what will happen. Life is just like that. If you don't go out there, nothing will happen, either good or bad. As a matter of fact, I have a good example of that. This was a few days ago. I was going to the airport to pick up some family members, and my car broke down in the middle of the highway.
It's surprising how sometimes people could be so helpful. In other times, they're horrible. But yeah, so far, I've had a couple people. One guy passed by asking to see if I wanted water while I wait, and then the guy that just passed said if I need any help. Kind of reassuring in humankind, huh?
But you see how that seems like a negative thing, breaking down? As a matter of fact, it turned out to be very small. It was a hose that came out of place, and all the coolant drained out. It was a T. It was a T that connects 3 hoses, and that T was faulty. I don't know. But anyway, that's not here nor there. But even with that situation, which seems like a bad situation or a bad thing to happen, it kind of gave me more trust in people and made me feel good about humankind, because lately I've been thinking everybody's out to get you. Ever since I got fired, I kind of lost that trust in people. Kind of felt like it's pointless to put your trust into people you don't know or people you're just meeting. Like I've said before several times, I was there for 15 years in that company. And they always said, oh, we're family here and this and that. The year that I got fired, I had just lost 3 family members, completely on separate situations, separate reasons that they passed away. I actually put a video in the beginning about that, which is weird, very, very weird, all within the same month. And they knew about it. They were very, as a matter of fact, my director was very caring, very nice about it. And he even asked the HR lady to, you got to do something about him. You got to give him a few days off, this and that. And a few months go by, he fires me because I wasn't, mostly because I didn't want to do a course or get a certification, that because of the piling of things that he was giving us, me and the other IT guy, we didn't have time for anything. So I told him I'm not going to do that certification. And that's one of the reasons in the exit interview or the firing date, that's what he told me, that, because I'm not willing to cooperate or take certification, and he said a few other things that made no sense. I don't remember exactly. We have to let you go. So that created a hatred, not a hatred, like a bad feeling about people in general. But then with this breaking down, I had 2 people there was no reason for somebody that he was stuck in traffic to just stop behind me and ask me if I need anything, if I need any help. And then the other side, a truck stops and asks me if I want some water because they have water. I mean, talk about going out of your way for some guy that's sitting there. You know, it made me restore a lot of the trust that I had lost in mankind or humankind. And I think that's what this is about. You got to be out there. Maybe some negatives will happen, but within that negative, some good comes out of it, like my situation. Or even more. We were out there, like I said, doing the beach cleanup. And then the church thing appears and I get a tremendous deal there. I'm probably going to make thousands of dollars. And you don't know that. You don't know that until you go out there. You don't know you're going to restore faith in mankind unless you're out there. And you don't know if you're going to be able to make extra money unless you're out there. And by out there, I mean, even within if you don't go outside the door, I mean, go out there as in search, do, participate. You never know. Actually, you do know. I just told you. I just said all the good stuff. So I'm putting my eBay on pause for one day because we are going on a small trip tomorrow, Thursday. Matter of fact, I'm going to miss my book meeting. I belong to a book group that helps you on selling books called Paper Gold. Matter of fact, I've mentioned here several times. The person that got me into books was Max Ruback, huge bookseller. He's been on my videos before. But yeah, he's one of the main guys. There's two of them. So the group is led by him and another huge bookseller, Thomas. Ever since I joined, I haven't missed one book meeting. But tomorrow I'm going to have to miss because I'm going to be on a boat.